What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live video. On the left side here, we have Tenpai Dragons going up against the Labrynth on the right side. Both of these decks are suited up with Impulses as well as Mulcharmies, but the Labrynth does not get hit by those quite a bit. You know, sometimes you do have those times where you do get to see an Impulse being hit on your big welcome, which definitely does hurt, but otherwise the Mulcharmies doesn't really hit that much. Before we dive on in, over to like, comment, subscribe, we are going to be seeing Tenpai going to win the die roll and making Labrynth go first here on that awesome mat as well. The Judge mat is super sick. We're going to be seeing a normal summon of a Ariane, which is going to then discard the rollback here. So we are playing the rollback version of the build. It does get Baylor, but we set 2 more additional cards and just pass on this. We do have a big welcome in the hand here, so that is going to allow us to summon out perhaps a Lovely and then bounce back the Ariane to the hand. And then we're going to be able to have the Lovely effect trigger as well next turn by being able to summon out a Lovely. Or be able to bounce or copy the effect by the rollback, but instead we add a Chandragalier and add that as well. That's because we have a Blackjack in the hand, and then we get to draw a card off the Ariane, which is quite nice. So we are going to be able to discard to get another trap set this turn, as well as banish it to activate the trap, which is kind of cool. But we are going to see Terraform going to activate, searching for that field spell here. You know, it is at 1, so we could potentially see Lovely pop it there. And now we can always copy rollback in the graveyard, being able to become that big welcome to get that Lovely pop. You know, we don't have to wait for it next turn, which might kind of be the play that we have here. We do see the field spell going to activate, searching for a Pydra, discarding a Mulcharmy. Yeah, we definitely don't need that now. We then normal summon the Pydra, activate the effect here, and this is going to let them search for the Sangan Kaiman here, which can be kind of difficult to beat if we have nothing like that. Maybe an Impulse to set, but we are going to be able to look at the top 3 cards of our deck here, which we are going to be seeing Chandragalier activate, sending itself plus the Blackjack, setting a welcome Labrynth, and then we get to shuffle it up and see the top 3 trap cards potentially. And if we see an Impulse, it could be quite nice. We do see an Impulse, Lovely, and an Arias there. So they do decide to put the that Impulse on the top, and then they get to banish the Blackjack to be able to set the card. They are going to banish it to be able to set it, and they do reveal it's an Impulse, which can be very good against this hand here. You know, having that Sangan summoning or Sangan Kaiman here going to be negated by that is going to be quite nice. We're going to see the Kaiman activate. We do Impulse it. And then now they're kind of stuck with just this Pydra. They're going to set 1 card. And then we're just going to be banishing the rollback here to copy the big welcome to summon out that Lovely there from the deck, most likely. Then we bounce back the Ariane as well. Now we're going to be able to activate the effect of Lovely to pop the back row, I'm going to be assuming, or the field spell. I mean, I personally would pop the back row myself, but and yeah, they're just scoop it up, realizing the game's going to be lost. It was just an imperm there, so they would have had welcome, be able to summon back out. They could also reset the big welcome. Welcome can let you add an Ariana. Ariana then lets you search for Kuklocks. Then you have big welcome be able to destroy again. And that we just have enough for damage on board. So we are going to be seeing Tenpai scoop it up, realizing they have lost the game. That Impulse off the top of the Blackjack was kind of crazy. I do like how we see a little bit more technical play there. Like, I wasn't even thinking about bouncing back Chandragalier to the hands and then discarding it with a Blackjack. But the Blackjack build is quite nice as well, you know. I do enjoy that people are back to playing some of those furniture cards. Like, we saw the furniture is kind of being dropped altogether and just playing like powerful traps like Simultaneous Equation Cannon. I personally think that card's definitely a cope card. You know, you don't really want to. I really enjoy having an extract that you can play. But like, Lab's one of those decks that's like, it's going to be forever changing. No matter how you kind of play it. You can play it with the furniture, you can play with the heavy trap cards. Whenever a new trap card comes out, you can play it with that. And other Fiendsmith, like you can play the Unchained cards in it and stuff like that. You can play the Fiendsmith cards in it. There's so much that you can do, which is super cool. But diving into game 2, we're going to be seeing Terraforming once again, searching for that Sangan summoning. It feels like every time we see Jason play, he has this Terraforming. You know, it's a one of in this deck, man. Like, what's going on here? They're going to be seeing the field spell going to be activated. They're going to allow that to go through, and we're going to search our deck for a copy of perhaps Genroku if we have another normal summon. Or search for a Chandra, and then we're going to discard a Raigeki. I mean, we are going first. But then we normal summon out the Genroku here, summoning out the Chandra, and then we go Genroku effect. We chain impulse. We do have a Sangen summoning or Kaiman here to search out for another Genroku, and then we can summon out the Genroku here. Then we link away for a Seals. We are going to then go up into, or we just pass turn there. We set an imperm. We are going to pass turn, and we see an Ariana being normal summoned, and then we do imperm that, and then we are going to set 3 cards and just attempt to pass here. But Seals will most likely be triggered at that point. We're going to be seeing them decide which one. But I'm pretty sure Seals only just face up. So they're thinking about it. I mean, yeah, they have gone through a bunch of their cards. Like, they've gone through Genroku's, which is kind of good. I mean, kind of good when we don't have a top deck anymore. But, you know, we're going to bounce back the Ariana here. And then we get the summon from the great, or we summon from the deck from the Phaedra. Phaedra will then summon out the Chandra, and then we can now kind of still play. No matter what our top deck kind of is, you know, we have the Chandra to summon out another body, and we have that Phaedra as well. But we're going to pass turn on this. And so now we're kind of just thinking they're going to turn the Chandra as well as the Phaedra in attack position. Now it is at 0 attack for the Phaedra, but that's not going to matter that much. We're going to be seeing them go battle phase, and we do have a Welcome Labrynth going to be summoning out, and we can summon out a Lovely here, and that's going to allow us to destroy the Sangen summoning with the field spell, because, you know, a Labrynth card has resolved. And then we do go Big Welcome, which is now going to allow us to summon and then bounce from the deck, which will then also trigger the Lovely to potentially destroy the Chandra. But we're going to see a Lady being summoned. Or they're thinking about a Chandragalier here, it looks like, as well. So we're doing Ariane, and then we're going to be bouncing back the Lovely here. And that's going to allow us to now activate the Ariane, allowing us to summon out the Lovely and then draw a card. And then we're going to activate a Trap Tricks here, which is going to allow us to... Is that magical hats in their deck they're looking at? Okay, what the heck? I'm going to set the Daruma Cannon and then banish the Daruma Cannon. So this is going to make it so that we can't kind of go into anything else here. And we are going to Daruma Cannon. I mean, that is going to allow us to flip it face down. Do they chain to summon? This doesn't really matter. It can protect their lives a bit by going into the Bident Dragon, but it's not going to matter because it's still going to be flipped face down. They're not going to be able to activate the effect, and they're not going to be attacking you 3 times to kind of get you to get that on the field here. So like you most likely just don't book the Chandra there, so that, you know, when it does get attacked, you kind of get that effect to summon. But we're going to be booking everything face down here, and they still have 1 unknown in the hand, but just going to set 1 and then pass on that. We flip up the Lovely, and then we flip up the Ariane as well. And we have the Big Welcome that we can banish to bounce back the Chandra to the hand, and we have kind of gotten rid of that problem there altogether, but then Lovely as well as the Ariane is going to activate, and then the Welcome to set itself. And so that's going to be allowing us to draw as well as pop 1 card. And so we're going to choose to pop. Looks like they drew into another Big Welcome as well, so not the greatest. That looks like double Big Welcome. And they're going to summon out the Ariana. And then we're going to be popping the Imperm here, or the Judgment there, okay, with the Lovely. And then we're going to be seeing the Ariana activate the effect, searching for a Kuklok. And we have an Arias, so we can actually activate 2 traps this turn. We're going to go Lovely, reset. Then we're going to be trading off for Arias here. This does allow us to go up to a Chaos Angel because we have a level 6. So we go up for a Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel can banish the Phaedra. It does not care if it's face up or face down. So we do banish that. And then we're just going to go Battle Phase here and attack. And that's just going to be game completely for us. We draw into a Cosmic, but we are going to be seeing Tenpai Dragon here getting 2-0'd by Labrynth. That's definitely going to be a rough one there. But kind of cool we see that Labrynth is able to still play with some very cool technical lines. I did not ever really think of doing that. When we see magical hats in the deck, I don't exactly know why we're playing this. It would be kind of cool to see the reasoning. I'll have to ask that next time I'm at Locals. But regardless, hope you're watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, have some more content like this, and stay safe. Peace.